Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a Rakdos Sacrifice / control build for you. Now the reason why I'm running this deck right now is because I've been seeing a large uptick in Badgermole decks and Orzhov Lifegain / Sacrifice decks ever since the Vivi ban of about a month ago. So now the reason why this deck does so well against decks like those is because they're primarily creature builds with limited removal options. They tend to not play a whole lot of interaction, and they just want to try and like overwhelm you. Now this deck does a pretty good job of fighting that because we have a lot of removal and some very good value creatures. So what we're running here is we're running Torch the Tower, Momentum Breaker, Nowhere to Run, Terminus of Return, Disturbing Mirth, Slagstorm, a 1 of Ancient Vendetta, a 1 of Rankle's Prank, and the End, as silver bullets to search up with Beseech the Mirror. Now, Beseech the Mirror and Torch the Tower are in this deck specifically because they both have Bargain, and Bargain is really good when paired with cards like Disturbing Mirth, or Nowhere to Run and Momentum Breaker after they've fulfilled their usefulness. So, we got those. We have our AoE in the form of Slagstorm and Scavenger Regent. We have our game-winning creatures in the terms of Magmatic Hellkite, Elegy Acolyte, and Scavenger Regent. Now, Elegy Acolyte ends up being a really good card in a deck like this because of the void part at the very end. If your opponent is like out of creatures or things to remove, you can sacrifice your own stuff in this deck to force Void to trigger, giving you a fresh robot at the end of every turn, which is really good because sometimes you might even just sacrifice the bonus robot after you've attacked and then get the benefit of something like Disturbing Mirth and then get a fresh robot at the end of a turn because of Void. So it's a pretty solid card, especially because it's only 4 mana. It's something that you can search up with Beseech the Mirror. It allows you to draw extra cards, and it feeds you additional creatures. It's actually a really solid card for this deck. One of my favorite things to do with this deck is to use Beseech the Mirror, bargaining Disturbing Mirth away, and then going to get Elegy Acolyte. Because the Disturbing Mirth goes away, it then manifests a 2/2 creature onto the board off the top of your library, and also triggers the Elegy Acolyte's ability at the end of turn, because the Disturbing Mirth was bargained away before the Elegy Acolyte even came onto the table. So it's a pretty good little synergy right there. Now also, we are running 3 copies of Leyline of the Void in this deck, mostly as just a way to shut down any kind of graveyard strategies or synergies. It's really good about beating up on not just Reanimator decks, but also decks that want to like sacrifice things for benefit, like say the Orzhov Lifegain deck. They'll probably try and sacrifice creatures and get Goes to Graveyard triggers. Leyline of the Void acts as a replacement effect and prevents those Go to Graveyard triggers from happening. So Leyline of the Void is a very good card for this deck. And then also we have the Magmatic Hellkite. Its ability to deal with pesky non-basic lands, like if your opponent has Fountain Port or any kind of manland or anything like that that you don't like being on the table too long, you can deal with that with Magmatic Hellkite. So there it is. That's the deck. We're going to take it out for a spin today, play a few games with it, and then I'll be back at the end of this video to talk about any kind of potential changes we might want to make. Okay, opponent goes first. We got 3 lands. The lands are a little iffy though, but we can make them work. Momentum Breaker, Beseech, Slagstorm, and Magmatic Hellkite. I'll keep it. Okay, when it was Forest into Elf. Wow, there's the Leyline. 1 turn too late. That's fine. Sacrifice that, go get a Swamp. You go get a Wastewood Verge. So this is a Golgari deck. What's this? What are they going to choose? Soul Tie? So that means whenever... Stop that. Whenever a counter is put on a creature you control, draw a card. This ability triggers once each turn. Okay. Let's go Mountain, and we'll go Breaker. Okay. We got Underground Mortuary. Surveil 1. There's the Badgermole. Let's go Demo Field. Go ahead and breaker them again. This is the point where we really need our lands. It's very specifically we need another mountain. Because we could just lose this game by not drawing the right lands. Forest? Predator Ooze. Indestructible. When this creature attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Whenever a creature dealt damage by this creature this turn dies, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Okay. Well, in that case... Hulking Raptor, oh boy. This is gonna get ugly. I need some Rankle's prank action. Let's see. Well, we can do Slagstorm. Slagstorm works. Hulking Raptor is a great card. Oh, there's another one. Oh boy. Alright, well, let's go here. Play that. Destroy that underground mortuary. What are you ramping out? Shoot the sheriff. Okay, that works. Yep. Okay, I really need a Rankle's prank. That's not it. That's not it. Okay. Sacrifice that. Draw 2 cards. Alright, Fabled Passage works. Activate that, go get a swamp. And we kind of just have to chill until next turn. And hopefully they don't kill us this turn. Which is entirely possible. Okay, they play Blooming Marsh. Attack for 5. Word causes 2. Alright, that's fine. Alright, my turn. Actually, end of turn. Demo Field. Get rid of the Wastewood. We'll both go get a land. I'll go get a swamp. There we go. Okay, moment of truth. Go get Beseech. Bargain. Bargain away. No, not the Mirth. We're gonna bargain away the Momentum Breaker. We're gonna go get Rankle's Prank. Get it. We're gonna choose each player discards 2 cards and sacrifices 2 creatures. I will discard these Leylines. Ooh, 2 shoot the sheriff. That was good. Ooh, and a land. That's perfect. That actually gives us an opportunity to turn this around. Okay. Elegy Acolyte. See if we can turn this game around. Ooh, 2 lands in a row. Not good, champ. Alright. Next, attack for 4. Gain 4 life. Draw a card. Alright, we're looking good. We got plenty of removal. GG. Ooh, that got scarily close. I almost lost that game due to just not having the right lands in play. But we managed to dig our way out of that hole. Whew. Okay, we get to go first. We got 3 lands. Got some ramp. Scavenger Regent. It's a lot of land, not a whole lot of action, but we'll see. Play the Restless Vents first. Play the Terminus on 2. Crystal Grotto. Scry 1, add colorless, or tap for any color. Alright, well, Mountain, Terminus. Fabled Passage. Okay. Gonna go fetch for a land. Black. Okay. That tells us something at least. Let's see here. Let's go here. Then we'll go Hellkite. We'll go blow up that Crystal Grotto. It's a Dimir deck. And another Crystal Grotto. Surprising to see this card even being played. Oh, Momentum Breaker. Okay. Restless Vents. Alright, well, let's play a Scavenger Regent. Honest work. What does that do? Enchant creature. Okay, it's one of those transform cards. Anything else? Guess not. Okay. Well, let's go Mountain. Go Disturbing Mirth. Sacrifice the creature. Draw 2 cards. Cool. Leyline. Fabled Passage. Okay. 4 cards left in hand. Any amount of those could be counterspells. Demonic Pact? Say what? Okay, that's interesting. Let's see here. Let's go there. What could we possibly beseech for? It's an interesting question. Here, let's activate the Restless Vents. Attack for 2. I will discard this other Terminus. Draw a card. What is the card that they would use to give that to me? In blue and black, I think it's the bird. What's the name of the bird? Hang on. What's the name of it? Artifact bird. It's not Silver Raven. It's Coveted Falcon. Okay. Alright. My turn. Well, let's see here. Let's go Beseech the Mirror. Bargain. Sacrifice that. Let's see if they have a counterspell. Let's Manifest Dread with that. Let's get... Where's it at? Ancient Vendetta. Cast it. You. And what do we say? It's called Coveted Falcon. Okay. There it is. There you go. Now they can't win. What do they have left in hand? Oh, they have Harmless Offering still. Ooh, shit. Fuck. Okay, that's fine. I didn't think they would play all 3. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah. So we do still lose, unfortunately. Damn. Shit. That's fine. Okay. Let's see here. When does it happen? At the beginning of upkeep. Okay. Alright. I got it. We can still do this. We're going to Beseech. That. We're going to get Rankle's Prank. We can still do this. Rankle's Prank. Cast it. Each player discards 2 cards. Done. We got it. Ooh. Don't you dare draw what you need. Don't you dare. Another Demonic Pact. Ooh. Oh. That got real close. Oh my god. Oh, that was a good game. Okay, opponent goes first. We have a Fabled Passage, 2 other lands, both colors, which is good. We have a Momentum Breaker, Scavenger Regent, Torch the Tower, and Slagstorm. So it's enough removal to choke an elephant, so I think we'll keep. Oh, there we go. Opponent kept a hand of 7 cards. We'll keep this as well. Alright, opponent opens with a Forest, Land or Elves, so this is probably the Badger Bending deck. So let's start with Mountain. Oh, okay. This is not something completely different, huh? Okay. Sure. Alright, end turn. Torch it. Sweet. I was hoping they would not have a backup protection spell. Alright. Let's hit that Momentum Breaker. There we go. Off to a good start so far. Another Tifa. Alright, Fabled Passage. Ooh, okay. Let's go ahead and do... I don't want to do Slagstorm. No, we'll do Fabled Passage and pass the turn. We'll see what they got. Yep, land. Back to Fabled Passage. Get more power. So they go to 4. Right? Doubles, right? Yeah. Doubles their power every turn. Oh, Mountain. Okay. That's interesting. Okay, take 4 damage. Got anything else? Ice Tail Explorer, huh? Okay. Well, you already played your land for a turn. So, let's go ahead and activate this. Let's go... What do we have? Be the battlefield. Let's go get a Mountain. Okay. Alright. We can't Beseech just yet. But we can hit this with the end. Make it so you can't get your lands back. Okay, so he did have another one in hand. Let's get these out of the library. What else you got there? You got Mossborn Hydra, Bristly Bill, more Tifas, Saz's Chocobo. Yeah, it's a pretty basic landfall deck. Okay, and you got Overprotect in hand. Alright, you're up. See what you got for me. Okay. That's Overprotect. Now play a land. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, go to 8. Yeah, take 8 damage. Ow. Okay. Oh, well, that's perfect. So, we'll just do this. Snakeskin? Okay. That's fine. Now we'll Slagstorm. Get out of here anyways. Oh, look at that. Another Tifa. Ah, Terminus. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and play the Terminus. Then we'll end the turn. They could still just blow me out. Ooh, that's pretty good. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna take 4 damage this turn. Okay. Yeah, take 4 damage. Ow. Alright, my turn. Oh, demo field. Let's see here. What could I go get with Beseech that would set me up pretty well? Don't know. She does have trample though, so I should probably just deal with this right now before she runs me over. So go for 2. Chrissy Bill, alright. Oh, Elegy Acolyte, that works too. Let's see. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and Beseech. Getting rid of that. And we'll go get a victory. He didn't even know what he was going to go get. I guess he kind of just figured that he wasn't going to get through, I guess. Okay, we go first. Decent hand, 3 lands, both of our colors. Got some removal. Looks good. We'll go Raucous Theater on 1. Get the Momentum Breaker out on 2. If they play a creature. I don't know why these people need to waste so much time in the beginning turns. We'll keep that. Tentacle Sanctum, Speckless Siren. Okay. We got some Simic aggro here. This is great. Because we can play Momentum Breaker. Get rid of your creature. Alright, Forest. Ah, Genomorph Imago. It's this version of the deck. Alright, well, let's go here. And we'll go Disturbing Mirth. Get rid of that. Draw 2. Very cool. If we draw another land, we can Rankle next turn. Okay, so 3/3 now. Ow. Oh, okay, didn't do anything. Well, that's fine. Let's see here. In that case, let's just go Disturbing Mirth. Are you going to do something about it? Alright. Draw 2. And, okay, yeah, manifest straight out of one of those. Jesus, that's crazy. Let's see here. They got mana available. I kind of want to hang on to my nowhere to run mana. Alright. Pass. Pass again. Pass again. Yeah, take the 3. Alright, and a turn, do this. See them protect their creature. Perfect, that works for me. Okay. See, Sire of 7 Deaths, what the hell? And Earth Kingdom General. Alright. Well, let's ditch all that. Play the Fabled Passage. We'll crack it. Go get another Swamp. Go. Attacker 2. Another counter spell in hand. What if you put... What's this do? Whenever you put 1 or more +1/+1 counters on a creature, you may gain that much life. Do this only once each turn. Okay. Sounds good to me. Alright, let's go play this. Let's go ahead and do... We'll play Terminus of Return. And then we will play... Do Rankle's Prank? Or do you want to do Slagstorm? We are tapped out at the moment. We'll do the Slagstorm. Or a Boroid, huh? Okay. Sounds good to me. Let's see here. Let's go ahead. I'm going to Beseech. Bargain. Manifest Dread with that. And then we'll go get... Oh god, I could get the Ancient Vendetta and just rip out their hand. I still have Rankle's Prank for next turn. Yeah, let's Ancient Vendetta. Naming Sire of Seven Deaths. Yeah, that's what we do. I love a good lobotomy. Okay, and we're back with the post-game wrap-up, and my thoughts on this deck are pretty straightforward. This is a very fun deck to play. It does very, very well against the decks that we're targeting. Decks like Badgermole, Orzhov Lifegain, pretty much any kind of like aggro deck or mid-range deck, this deck is going to do very well against. The kind of decks that this deck is not going to pair into very well are control decks that draw a lot of cards. Those decks are pretty much going to be able to outvalue us almost every time, which is unfortunate. But that's kind of the way this deck is built. So there are ways that we can kind of shore up our matchups against those, and those are going to come in the form of like the sideboard, because if you look at the sideboard, we're running some Duress, we're running Bitter Triumph to deal with any kind of Planeswalkers, running Withering Torment to deal with pesky enchantments. A Braid is a great tool to use against artifacts, and we also brought in an extra copy of the End in the sideboard. And also, Deadly Cover-Up is a good card to bring in, even against control decks, because of the fact that you can collect evidence 6 and then remove something from their graveyard, and then basically lobotomize that card out of their deck. So, and also, bear in mind, it doesn't have to be a creature that you lobotomize out. It can be a removal spell, it can be a planeswalker, it can be anything that you are having a hard time in dealing with. So that can be a pretty good card to bring in, even against control decks. But for the most part, this deck is really tooled towards beating mid-range and aggro decks. So if that is the kind of matchups that you're having issues with, this deck would actually be pretty good for you. Now, as far as changes I might want to make, I'm thinking I might want to go down 1 on the Terminus of Return, and maybe go up 1 on the Elegy Acolyte. I'm always happy to have the Elegy Acolyte on the table. Having extra copies of the Terminus, not too great, especially in a deck like this, where we aren't harnessing the Soulstone very often. So really this is just a little bit of ramp. That's all it really is for this deck. So you might want to make that change and just bring in an extra Elegy Acolyte, or maybe an extra Magmatic Hellkite, something along those lines. So that is pretty much it. The rest of the deck feels really strong and feels really built for purpose. I mean, we are definitely targeting certain decks on the ladder with this, and it targets them really damn well. Like I'm having a lot of fun beating up on Badgermole decks and various other mid-range decks with this pile. It works pretty damn well. So, yep, that's my thoughts on the deck. Feel free to give me your thoughts in the comments down below. Maybe take this deck out for a spin yourself, iterate on it further, and let me know how you did. I'd be very interested to know what kind of changes you made to this deck. And until next time, take care of yourselves.